I'd like to speak a little bit about why I chose love over religion and how I made love my religion, much like the famous Ziggy Marley song, Love is My Religion. I love that song. I love Ziggy Marley. If you haven't noticed, I just posted one of his videos if you'd like to see it on my YouTube channel. I have to post this still. If this goes on TikTok, I need to post a bio. I haven't posted it yet and put my link on YouTube for there, and maybe I'll post it on here actually, because I don't know if I think it might be under 10 minutes. Anyways, so I want to talk about why I left religion and I chose love over religion and made love my religion. um, because ever since I can remember, since I was a young child, I never really seemed to fit in any box or fit in with anyone or anywhere. And it's been that way my whole life. And I came into religion, a religion sect. I don't really want to say which, but those who are watching this on YouTube, if I post this, those who know me from the past. I chose to leave that religion because, as many religions do, not all, but most, unfortunately, do have a tendency to judge you unrighteously if you do not agree with their beliefs. If you do not, adhere to, basically their rules and what they find to be the truth, what they find to be, the ultimate truth is what they really believe in their hearts. And you know what? That's fine. I have nothing against them for that, for being that way. It's their belief system. That's their truth, and that's what they'll manifest in their reality. Just like I always teach in my Law of Assumption teachings on my YouTube channel. I talk about that, whatever person believes, whatever their core beliefs are, that's what you're going to manifest in your reality pretty much as your truth. And that's why it makes sense, the whole, like, we're all God, but we're all the consciousness of God. And really, like Neville Goddard says, if anybody knows who that is, if not, look him up. He teaches the Law of Assumption. He really started that teaching back in probably early 1900s, 1920s, I think, around there. Maybe 1930s. And he said that, we are all the consciousness of God, and we are all connected that way. We're all connected to God because we are God. God, our own wonderful human imagination, as he says, is God. And so, and it's so funny that when I heard that for the first time, I remember back when I was in the religion that I was in, and I was asking the Creator, God, I was like, how did you create the universe? And I just heard one word in my head, imagination. And I was just like, imagination? I'm like, you mean you imagine the world and a being and everything in it? And I heard yes. I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's how powerful the imagination is. So I want to tell a little story real quick from my childhood, that where I didn't even realize that I was like using the Law of Assumption, or just, the whole manifestation technique of SATS. It's called state akin to sleep. So I would every night struggle to sleep. Such a night owl, always have been. And I remember I had this crush on this boy. He was a new boy at our elementary school. And so I was like in around 4th grade, and every girl had a crush on him in the entire school, even grades higher than us. And he was like saying they were all his girlfriend. He would be seeing one, then break up, then see another, break up. It was just like that, And I kept thinking, oh, I wish he would choose me, over all the other girls. And so every night right before I would fall asleep, I would play this same scene in my head. And I know this is going to sound strange, but it worked. And I did do some inspired action with it as well, but it was just the tiniest little inspired action, really. But I would see in my mind, in my imagination, right before falling asleep, I would I would imagine standing in the playground. And I was standing real far away from him to where I couldn't even see his face. And he was standing up towards where the school building was. And I knew it was him. I couldn't see his face though, but I knew it was him. And in my head, I was thinking, he's going to choose me over every other girl in the school. He wants only me. He wants to choose me. Watch, he's going to choose me over every other girl in the squirrel. Squirrel. He's going to, well, I mixed my words up there. He's going to choose me over every other girl in the school. And I don't know, I probably took this not very long, like a couple weeks, few weeks. And a bridge of events happened. He ended up moving down the road from one of my childhood friends that I grew up with since I was born. He was one of my best friends, and my mom and his mom were best friends, and I was friends with his brother and sister too, but mostly him. He was my age. And this boy that I had the crush on, that I was imagining was choosing me over every other girl in the school, moved down the street from him, and he was at his house playing Nintendo. And my friend, his name was Adam, he came into my area where I was at. I was in the kitchen, and he said, Brian, that was the kid's name that I liked. He was like, he just asked me if you have a boyfriend. I was like, he did? Oh my gosh. I was like freaking out, I was like, he's like, calm down. I'm like, well, because he didn't know I had a crush on him. I never told nobody. And he's like, what do you want me to tell him? I'm like, go tell him, no, I don't have a boyfriend. Tell him, no, I don't have a boyfriend. And so he went and told him. And then when I came back out, the boy I liked, Brian, was gone. And I said, where'd he go? To Adam. And he was like, he went back home. He had to go home. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I knew he liked me, I knew he liked me. So then the following day at school, I started to bring some bazooka gum for him and his best friend, who was also my friend. And I would just walk by silently and drop one on their school, table, their little desk in front of them, and not even say a word. I just smile and drop a piece of bazooka gum on their desks. And I remember looking back at them, and then I would smile. And I was very shy and introverted, mind you, so this was quite a big step for me. And they would look at each other and they'd say, "Why is she doing this?" I didn't even know why I was doing it. I just felt like being kind and showing act of kindness to them, and kind of giving them a hint like, hey, I know you like me, I like you too. And before you knew it, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend for the whole next year. And he was always over my house. We were always hanging out, and just little boy girl stuff, just holding hands, saying we're boyfriend and girlfriend, elementary school. Get your mind out, gutter people. We were just little kids. But my point is saying that your imagination is so powerful. Even if you don't know it, it's amazing, because I was just a kid. I didn't know that this was actually something that how God created the universe, how, really our own wonderful human imagination, as Neville Goddard always says, is God. And it's really the consciousness of God. And we are the avatar bodies of God, and God lives and dwells within us as us. So, through us and as us. So it's interesting, that story. I just always think back to that whenever I get discouraged about, anything I'm trying to manifest, or, something that I desire. And remember that it's really that easy. It's really simple. We really make it a lot more complicated than it really is, to manifest the desires of our heart. So I just wanted to tell you guys can have anything you desire. And, anything that you want, or whoever you want to be as a person, you can manifest that personality. Dr. Joe Dispenza, look him up, great. He always says that a new personality creates a new reality, and it's true, and sometimes even if you have to act as if, we call it, act as if you are already that person, or already have what you want, then do it. Whatever gets you into that place of the feeling state of having it or being it. And that is the secret. Neville Goddard always taught that the secret is the feeling is the secret. It's a part of it. Anyways, it's not the whole shebang, but it is a big part of it. And then using your imagination combined with your feeling and all your senses, that is powerful. That is really amazing. I just want to share this story though with you. I just thought it would be fun to share. I hope it encourages anyone who is into manifestation and the law of assumption. So thank you for watching my channel. All right, bye you guys. Love you.